My name is Grace Bauer, and I'm a speech language pathologist at Turnstone. I love to incorporate reading into my therapy sessions. I find that when I bring out a book, I have more fun, and the kids that I'm doing therapy with have more fun. We know that reading is one of the best ways to learn new things, both as children and adults. It helps us learn new words. It helps our focus and our concentration skills. It also helps improve our imagination and our empathy skills. During this time, I recognize that a lot has been put on you as parents and caregivers. You are the expert on your child, but I wanted to provide you with some tips so that you can get the most out of reading with your kids. I will discuss 10 tips, and then I'll give you an example of how to use them while I do a read aloud with a book. So I encourage you to listen to all the tips and then invite your kids to listen to the read aloud. It's with a book that they probably know, and you may even have at home. It's called Dragons Love Tacos. It's a really fun and silly book, and it also provides a great opportunity for an extension activity at the end. The first tip that I have is to have fun, obviously. I love reading to kids because you can be silly, you can be animated, you can use different gestures, different voices. It's just really fun, and that makes it even more engaging, and the kids get more out of it. The second tip that I have is to choose books that interest your child, not necessarily that interest you. If your kid goes up to the bookshelf and picks out a book, that's obviously because that looked interesting to them. So maybe just try to go with it and read it. Otherwise, pick books that are colorful and maybe have big words, have really cool pictures, and also have cool things with sounds. So maybe there's some songs or singing in it, maybe there's some rhyming words, and maybe there's some repetitive phrases. The third tip that I have is to read the same book over and over. Especially if your kid really likes that book, then read it over and over. You don't always learn things right away, so it's best to, read something again or do something again, because that's how your kids are going to get the most out of that reading. The fourth tip I have is to talk about the cover of the book and the title. Maybe you can make some predictions about what's going to happen in the book based on the title and the pictures on the cover of the book. The fifth tip that I have is to point to words while you're reading them or underline them with your finger. This helps kids make the associations between the words on the paper and what you're saying. The sixth tip that I have is to ask your child to point to things in the picture or show you different items. This helps them with vocabulary skills and their comprehension skills. The seventh tip that I have is to ask your child questions about what they think is going to happen next based off of what's already happening in the story or what's happening in the pictures. And you can also ask them how whatever is happening in the story relates to their real life, maybe a situation that they've experienced. This helps with kids' inferencing skills and making associations between fiction and real life. The eighth tip that I have is if their book they're reading has a repetitive phrase or something that happens over and over again, then encourage your child to get involved in that. So take, for example, the book Brown Bear, What Do You See? It's the same rhythm, it's the same words every single time. I see a looking at me. So you can encourage your child to get involved in that, and that increases their participation and makes it more fun for them. The 9th tip that I have is for kids who have a shorter attention span or maybe just younger. If that's the case, don't stress. I would encourage you to use books that are more interactive, so they maybe have flaps that you can lift up or tabs that you can pull. Maybe there's more rhyming, or they're just faster paced, or there's more of that repetitive wordplay like I mentioned in my last tip. Also, if you have maybe 2 children, one who's a little bit older and one who is a little bit younger, and you want to read maybe a higher level book to your older child, but you want your other to be involved, that's great. You can do more interactive things with the younger child. So maybe having them point to more pictures, finish the phrases, or having them turn the pages and things like that. Give them jobs. Just because a book is a little more complex doesn't mean that a younger child can't be involved in reading it. The 10th and final tip that I have is to extend the book and do an activity at home. So with this book that we're going to read, Dragons Love Tacos, one of the obvious activities that you could do, especially since we're all home right now, is to make tacos together. There are plenty of other things you could do with this book, and there is always something that you can do with any book that you read to your children. Dragons Love Tacos by Adam Rubin, illustrated by Daniel Salmiri. That means that he drew the pictures. I love tacos. Do you like tacos? Dragons love tacos too. I wonder why this dragon has so many tacos. What do you think he needs all those tacos for? Maybe we'll find out. Yum, that is a lot of tacos. Those look really good. Dragons love tacos. Hey kid, did you know that dragons love tacos? They love beef tacos and chicken tacos. They love really big, gigantic tacos and tiny little baby tacos as well. Why do dragons love tacos? Maybe it's the smell coming from the sizzling pan. Maybe it's the crunch of the crispy tortillas. Maybe it's a secret. I see a lot of ingredients for the tacos. I see some garlic and some onions. Will you show me where the peppers are? Either way, if you want to make friends with dragons, tacos are key. Hey dragon, why do you guys love tacos so much? But wait, as much as dragons love tacos, they hate spicy salsa even more. They hate spicy green salsa and spicy red salsa. They hate spicy chunky salsa and spicy smooth salsa. If the salsa is spicy at all, dragons can't stand it. Look at all this salsa. It's all spicy. This says spicy salsa. This one says hot. That means it's spicy. Have you ever had spicy things? Sometimes if I eat spicy things, they make me sweat. Why do dragons hate spicy salsa? Well, just one drop of hot sauce makes a dragon's ears smoke. Just one single speck of hot peppers makes a dragon snort sparks. Spicy salsa gives dragons the tummy troubles. And when dragons get the tummy troubles, oh boy. If you want to make tacos for dragons, you have to keep the toppings mild. Tomatoes, check. Lettuce, check. Cheese? Check. These are all good toppings for tacos for dragons. I really like to put lettuce on my tacos. Which of these toppings do you like on your tacos? Hey dragon, how do you feel about spicy taco toppings? Oh, how do you think he feels? Do you see his tongue? Dragons love parties. They like costume parties and pool parties. They like big, gigantic parties with accordions and tiny little parties with charades. Why do dragons love parties? Maybe it's the conversation. Maybe it's the dancing. Maybe it's the comforting sounds of a good friend's laughter. The only thing dragons love more than tacos and parties is taco parties. Taco parties are parties with lots of tacos. If you want to have some dragons over for a taco party, you'll need buckets of tacos, pant loads of tacos. The best way to judge is to get a boat and to fill it with tacos. That's about how many tacos dragons need for a taco party. After all, dragons love tacos. Hey dragon, are you excited for the big taco party? Look, he got an invitation to the taco party. It says, "You're invited. Taco party for dragons at Robbie's house, November 23rd at 7 p.m. He wrote it on his calendar. Just remember, dragons hate. What do dragons hate? Do you remember? Dragons hate spicy salsa. Before you host your taco party with dragons, get rid of all the spicy salsa. In fact, just bury the spicy salsa in the backyard so the dragons can't find it. He listened to the advice. He decided to bury the salsa in the backyard. Good job. These dragons love your taco party. They love the music. They love the decorations. They especially love the tacos. Congratulations! Look, this dragon has a shirt on that says, "I love tacos." It's a really good thing you got rid of all that spicy... Wait a second. What are those little green things in the salsa? You didn't read the fine print? Oh no, look, it says totally mild salsa. Now with spicy jalapeno peppers. Have you ever had a jalapeno pepper? They're really, really hot. Do you think the dragons are gonna like that? Dragons, listen to me. Do not eat those tacos. Those little green specks in the salsa, those are jalapeno peppers. They are super spicy. I know you love tacos, dragons, but you are not gonna love those tacos. Do not let those dragons eat those tacos. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Oh no. What do you think's gonna happen? Ah! Too late. Oh no! All those dragons are breathing fire! Why are they breathing fire? Because they ate that spicy salsa. Do you see the boy and his dog? Yeah, they're right here, hiding underneath the table. The whole house burnt down. And there's all the smoke from the fire. I bet they feel really bad, don't you think? Why would dragons help you rebuild your house? Maybe they're good Samaritans. Maybe they feel bad for wrecking it. Maybe they're just in it for the taco breaks. After all, dragons love tacos.